Hello there, my name's Bryan Lomax and welcome to my winners video for the 2024 Lomax Movie Awards. Award show I do every year, usually after the Oscars, mostly because over in the UK we don't get films at the same time as they do in the US. Yes, I go off US release dates because I like people to be able to compare my thoughts versus that of the Academy. I put out my nominations video just last week. If you want to know the full list of nominations for each category, there are 13 categories, then do check that video out. In this video, I am literally just gonna give you the winners. So if you've been waiting, wait no more. Let's begin. So first up, we've got the category of Best Costume Design, and the winner for this category goes to Holly Waddington for Poor Things. Now, I do have to stress at this point that I didn't like Poor Things. It's just not high on my list of movies that I particularly enjoyed from 2023. But what this kind of awards deal is all about is being able to take films that perhaps didn't make my top 10, maybe didn't even make my top 20 or 30, but recognizing things that they did do very well, things that are worthy of praise. And even though I don't like Poor Things as a movie particularly, there are certain elements of the filmmaking craft that I can't fault, and yeah, the costume design was one of them. So well done, I guess, but still not a film that I particularly liked. Next up, we've got Best Cinematography, and the winner of this category is Hoyte van Hoytema for Oppenheimer. Yes, not only a category that I can wholeheartedly agree with regards to the winner, but a film that is certainly worthy of many a nomination. Next, we got Best Production Design, and the winner of this category is James Clyne for The Creator. Yeah, fantastic job there from Clyne. Pretty much had to rebuild the world. It had to be a world that we kind of knew and yet didn't know because it's set so far in the future. And yeah, everything down from the cars, the houses, the newfangled sci-fi mechanics. Yeah, all that had to be designed, and he did a fantastic job that really brought me into that world in a very believable way. Next category is Best Score, and for me this was the hardest this year. Yeah, of all the categories, this was the one that I really struggled with, and even now I'm not so sure about the one I've chosen. But yeah, you got to make a choice at some point. Either way, if you see my nominations video, all 5 of the nominees in this category are certainly deserving. But yeah, the winner of Best Original Soundtrack, or Best Score, is Ludwig Göransson for Oppenheimer. Next up, we got Best Animated Film, and this one was not so hard to choose, to be honest. I did enjoy all of the nominees in this list, but there was far and away a clear winner. Anyone who saw my nominations video would know exactly who it is, because the winner of this category is the only film from this category that appeared in my Best Film nominations. So yeah, without further ado, the obvious winner of this category is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Next up we have Best Adapted Screenplay, and the winner of this category is Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Best Original Screenplay now, and the winner of this category is David Hemmingson for The Holdovers. A film that really surprised me. Very funny. Yeah, it took some bleak situations and bleak characters and just brought me into their world in a way that was very satisfying, very warm despite the climate that most of the film exists in. Very hilarious at times, must be said. Yeah, great film. Great job on the screenplay. Next up, we've got the acting categories, and we start with Best Supporting Actress, and the winner of this category is Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Best Supporting Actor next, and the winner of this category is Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Pretty safe bet there, I'm sure most people will say, but yeah, one of those instances where it was pretty much a given. Saw this performance in Oppenheimer last year and I was like, pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. has just picked up the Best Supporting Actor Oscar, and that really didn't change right up until Oscar night when yeah, he won it. Best Lead Performance categories now. We start with Leading Actress, and the winner of this category is Sandra Huller for Anatomy of a Fall. On to Lead Actor now, and the winner of Best Actor is Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. On to Best Director now, and the winner of Best Director is shock horror Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Again, I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone, but I will say this was flipping close. Flipping close indeed. I came this close to just actually giving it to J.A. Bayona for Society of the Snow, a film that went largely overlooked at this year's Oscars, I thought. But yeah, he did a fantastic job, and I was just like, oh, do I go with my boy Nolan? Or do I go with Bayona? And yeah, in the end, had to be Nolan. And so of course we get to the final award, which is Best Film, my favourite film of 2023, which once again I'm sure comes as no surprise to anyone, but the winner of this category is Oppenheimer. Of course it is. Of course it's Oppenheimer. Best film of 2023, and there you go. That's it. That is my list of the winners for the 2024 Lomax Movie Awards. But how would you do each of these categories? Who would be your choice to win each of these categories when it comes to the movies you saw in 2023? Leave your suggestions down below, or your personal winners down below. Let me know what you thought of my choices. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. And until next time, cracking.